since a climber. When I got that new money back, I stayed grinding. I told me what's on my head, every time.
To see some winning talent on this team, to get them from that 5-win season last year to one by a 12-win team this year.
The Shuffle franchise represents something entirely different. These are just things, simple as that. What began as a brown-strapped celebration instantly transformed into complete domination the second Shedeur entered the building. The atmosphere shifted immediately, as if everyone else became invisible. Supporters surged forward, screaming and even brawling for his signature. In an unexpected turn that caught everyone off guard, his harshest critics stood speechless, witnessing the mayhem. So comment below, are supporters going overboard, or did Shedeur Sanders silence every skeptic present? The response at that draft celebration was absolutely unprecedented. Let's reveal what truly transpired when control was lost. The celebration was already electric, but Shedeur's entrance changed everything, like flipping a circuit breaker. No gradual build, just immediate impact. Heads turned simultaneously, as if sensing greatness entering. Cameras rose instantly. The vibe transformed from regular enthusiasm to pure amazement. He entered relaxed, grinning, completely comfortable with the spotlight from every angle. What intensified the moment was his effortless composure. Zero stress, zero hurry, total command. It became an incredible scene where one athlete commanded all attention without effort. The Browns' gathering was meant to celebrate multiple prospects, various futures, but suddenly everything focused on one magnetic presence. Crowd control vanished within seconds. Supporters swarmed from everywhere once they spotted him greeting people. Chaos erupted quickly, voices shouting over each other, arms extending with gear and markers for signatures. Some shoved for better position, creating total pandemonium around him. The most discussed instant occurred when supporters clashed just for autograph access, as if everything else became irrelevant. The mayhem continued escalating. Jersey number 2 became the primary prize. People waved it frantically, following him through tight spaces, pleading for signatures like precious metal. Shedeur never retreated from the intensity. He remained composed amid the noise, signing and acknowledging each supporter individually. His energy amplified the scene further, like electricity coursing through the entire venue. During this chaos, one thing became undeniable. He commanded complete attention. No other prospect received comparable focus, not remotely close. Cameras gradually shifted exclusively toward him, abandoning other draft activities. Even Brown's executives appeared transfixed by the unfolding spectacle, witnessing something beyond a simple celebration moment. His demeanor overshadowed everyone competing for recognition. He remained courteous, properly greeting supporters, maintaining patience and enthusiasm through every encounter. This combination of composure and intensity drove people to react even stronger. By the conclusion, the entire atmosphere had transformed. Almost like real-time acceptance was occurring, as if everyone present, including leadership, silently recognized this truth. No longer just a visitor, but someone entering starting quarterback discussions. The draft celebration energy didn't diminish but intensified, suggesting bigger plans were forming behind closed doors. When Cleveland went on the clock, it felt less random and more like a direct message to Shedeur Sanders. Zero hesitation or confusion. With pick 9, they prioritized protection immediately. Spencer Fano was selected, a massive offensive tackle standing 6'6", 311 pounds of pure wall. His mobility sets him apart though. Quick feet, perfect balance. College footage showed seamless transitions between tackle positions. He handled pressure like it was non-existent. Analysts were vocal about his abilities. One declared he surrendered 0 sacks across hundreds of plays and moved like a tight end in a lineman's frame. This wasn't just a selection, but a declaration. Clear indication that if Shedeur arrives, they're constructing his protection immediately, not gradually or eventually, but right now. Their strategy continued loudly. Pick 24 arrived, and Cleveland selected Casey Concepcion from Texas A&M. A receiver who doesn't just run patterns, but destroys coverage. 61 receptions, 919 yards, 9 touchdowns in 2025. That's not quiet production, but dominance in open space. He understands separation, defeating tight man coverage, and converting small opportunities into significant gains. Supporters reacted immediately without waiting for analysis. People started declaring this pairing with Shedeur would be extraordinary. The connection is obvious. One quarterback who excels against tight coverage, one receiver designed to demolish that exact defense. Suddenly, the vision becomes clear. This isn't random drafting anymore, but deliberate construction. Piece by piece, the offense shapes around one name. By this point, the pattern was impossible to miss. Everything pointed toward one direction: Shedeur Sanders. The offensive line selection, the playmaking receiver, the framework built around protection and separation. Even analysts changed their tone, calling this exactly how you support a young quarterback entering a significant role. Supporters recognized it too, labeling the Shedeur-Concepcion combination a defensive nightmare. It makes perfect sense. If Shedeur reads man coverage as reported, then providing him a receiver like Casey Concepcion becomes almost unfair. With Fano securing the edge and surrendering virtually nothing in pass protection, the message grows louder with each selection. This wasn't about filling roster depth, but preparation. The Browns didn't draft players for backup roles, but weapons for a future leader. By night's end, one thing felt undeniable. This offense wasn't constructed for competition, but built for Shedeur Sanders to assume command. Something's coming after the break. We'll examine in detail why I received this position. Some prospects we've acquired here, their names called tonight. Who could have predicted that the same athlete who endured severe doubt, harsh criticism, and discrimination would now receive this level of recognition? It seems impossible, yet that's precisely why this narrative resonates so powerfully. Because recently, Shedeur Sanders wasn't treated like a future superstar, but questioned at every turn. People challenged his caliber and attacked his character, trying to limit him before any real opportunity. During draft season, intensity increased further. Reports indicated teams like New Orleans Saints expressed interest, signaling they were monitoring him closely. Then reality hit when Shedeur got fooled. In Cleveland, instead of early selection as many anticipated, he plummeted completely. 5th round, not 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, but 5th. That kind of drop doesn't happen quietly, but creates noise, questions, and feelings that something went wrong behind the scenes. Once he landed there, the situation didn't improve, but became much more difficult. Instead of walking into a clear opportunity, he found himself in a crowded, confusing quarterback room. Reports, discussions, and fan reactions all indicated one thing: he wasn't receiving equal opportunities others were getting. Repetitions were limited, chances were controlled. While Shedeur waited, other names like Dillon Gabriel received more attention. This alone frustrated supporters. People questioned why a player with Shedeur's abilities wasn't being fully evaluated. Questions mounted around Kevin Stefanski's coaching decisions. Why wasn't he being promoted? Why wasn't he receiving a genuine opportunity to demonstrate his capabilities? As tension built, media personalities joined ongoing conversations around him. Names like Mary Kay Cabot, Jason Lloyd, Anthony Lima, Tony Grossi, and Emmanuel Acho participated in discussions about him. Some coverage was harsh, some opinions brutal. all adding pressure around Shedeur's name. But here's where everything changes. Despite all that noise, the drop, limited opportunities, he didn't vanish or break, but stayed active and ready, maintaining high energy. Gradually, the narrative shifted. Supporters pushed back harder, support grew louder. People recognized something different in him. Composure under pressure, confidence without panic, and presence that doesn't shake easily. Now observe the transformation. The same athlete who faced doubt is now discussed as a centerpiece. The same name that was questioned is now connected to major offensive moves, significant draft picks, and serious future planning. That kind of reversal doesn't come from luck, but from staying focused when everything tries to derail you. Whether people accept it or not, the story has changed. What appeared to be a setback is now discussed like the beginning of something greater. Now the reaction is complete meltdown. Players aren't just quiet, but losing control watching this rise happen live, because everything they claimed would stop Shedeur Sanders is crumbling piece by piece. Dillon Gabriel was supposed to be the safe choice, the superior option. That narrative didn't survive. He's been absent with no real presence in the offseason. No grind, no buzz, just silence. Meanwhile, Shedeur stayed committed, training, appearing, building chemistry, improving daily. That contrast devastates anyone who pushed the alternative story. One guy vanishes, the other doubles down and controls the room. That's how positions flip and control transfers without asking permission. Then there's Jerry Jeudy, still playing games, still creating tension. But now it's ineffective, not even close, because the room is transforming rapidly. His position isn't secure anymore. One mistake and he's finished. That's how tight it's becoming. The same energy he directed against Shedeur is now returning to him. When a team starts building around a quarterback, anyone opposing that direction becomes the problem. Simple. Now the pressure sits on Jeudy, not Shedeur. That's the reversal nobody anticipated. The chaos continued beyond that. Kevin Stefanski already paid the price in Cleveland, terminated, gone. Now sitting in Atlanta with the Falcons, thinking it's a fresh beginning. But the same pattern follows him. Supporters not believing, players not fully committed to him. The criticism is building again. If things don't improve quickly, that position will heat up all over again. This is what happens when poor decisions follow you. They don't disappear, but wait. The media voices that kept opposing Shedeur are trapped now. Because the story didn't unfold their way. Mary Kay, Jason Lloyd, Anthony Lima, Tony Grossi, Emmanuel Acho, all those opinions, all that skepticism backfiring in real time. You can sense the frustration in how conversations are shifting because none of their predictions are materializing. The player they questioned is gaining authority. The situation they doubted is becoming a success setup. That kind of failure stings deeply, and it shows. When someone rises after being dismissed, it doesn't just prove them right, but exposes everyone who tried to suppress them. Right now, Shedeur isn't just succeeding, but making every single doubter appear completely lost. What was meant to be just another draft evening became complete domination, and Shedeur Sanders ensured everyone experienced it. Critics are shocked, supporters are committed, and Cleveland just witnessed who truly controls the moment now. If you're supporting Shedeur or believe this is just the start, hit subscribe and stay tuned for what happens next.